Hello, this is Tony Heller from RealClimateScience.com. 10 years ago, Barack Obama tweeted, 97% of scientists agree. Climate change is real, man-made, and dangerous. In his tweet, he cited this article. 97% of scientists say global warming is mainly man-made. There is a strong scientific agreement about the cause of climate change, despite public perceptions to the contrary, said John Cook of the University of Queensland in Australia. There is no truth to what John Cook was saying in that article. Here's a survey from the American Meteorological Society taken that same year. Among the professional members of the American Meteorological Society, only 52% said they believed global warming was mostly man-made. The article by John Cook, which Barack Obama cited, was completely fraudulent, and there was nothing in that article using the word dangerous. Obama compounded the fraud in the original article with some fraud of his own. Now let's fast forward to the present and see what the 2022 Nobel Prize winner in physics has to say about climate change.
The IPCC is one of the worst sources of dangerous misinformation. You can confidently say there is no real climate crisis and that climate change does not cause extreme weather events.
Note how YouTube chose to contradict the Nobel Prize winner in physics with some propaganda. Climate alarmists tell us to listen to the scientists, but they don't actually want us doing that. If you do a Google search for John Clauser, the Nobel Prize winner in physics, this is what Google responds with. John F. Clauser, the latest climate science denying physicist. And they link to an article by John Cook, the same John Cook who wrote the fraudulent article in 2013, which Barack Obama cited. If climate alarmists were actually interested in science, they would be listening to the physicists who are telling them that they're wrong. But instead of listening to the scientists, Google is trying to cancel them. John Clauser was scheduled to present a seminar on climate models to the International Monetary Fund. But when they found out that he didn't support their climate scam, they canceled his talk. Another famous physicist who rejected the climate scam was Edward Teller. He was the father of the American hydrogen bomb and was prominently featured in the movie Oppenheimer. One of the underlying themes of that movie was that without Edward Teller insisting on the U.S. making a hydrogen bomb, Russia probably would have taken over the world. Another prominent physicist who rejected climate alarmism was Freeman Dyson. He died a few years ago and was considered the most brilliant mathematician and physicist of our time. Scientific American tried to cancel Dyson's skepticism by saying he was just being contrary. This is a similar approach to how Google tried to cancel Nobel laureate John Clauser. They said he was just trying to draw attention to himself, as if last year's Nobel laureate in physics has any shortage of attention. My father studied quantum mechanics under Freeman Dyson at Cornell during the 1950s. But now Cornell is in on the scam as well. They say, more than 99.9% of studies agree humans caused climate change. I don't think Freeman Dyson would have been impressed by Cornell's junk science. Google wants us to believe they are following the science and listening to the scientists, but it's pretty clear they are in on the scam and are going to try to cancel any scientist who goes up against their agenda. Listening to serious scientists is the last thing Google wants us to do. Toto's been pulling back the curtain on the climate scam for more than 15 years. You can visit him, Kyrie, Caesar, Toki Upla, and the 4 new puppies on the web at realclimatescience.com.